Here's Carlos Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And the defense has it. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend a short field right away.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Mekhi Blackman.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He's going to try to pick up the first down with his own read.
The advantage to this play call, Mike, is as an offense, you now can account for one extra defensive player. In this case, it's the quarterback reading the end. He goes after the running back. He pulls it, keeps it himself, picks up the first down.
And he'll get about 5. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Give him 13 on that screenplay and a first down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screenplays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screenplay.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A carry now for Chandler. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's McCarthy. He keeps it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Williams now to throw. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Open man, that's Devin Duvernay. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing again, Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the give, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Swift, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 7-3.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Vikings offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Chandler. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. 3rd and 9. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Moore going in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Chandler. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Taking this one downfield for Hawkinson.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Open man, that's Duvernay. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Bears first down. They will run it over center with Swift. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Give up the middle with Swift. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Chandler now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bears offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Williams to the left side into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Williams. Right back to Moore. Another grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Williams now to throw. Duvernay with the grab. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Vikings have got it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific passing catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. And that's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. He'll get this complete. It's Addison again.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So we have reached halftime, and the visiting Bears are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22. First and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still first down.
Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Just a short pickup there on 1st and 5. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And the Vikings are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Chandler. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. They'll run. This is Mason. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. On the ground is Mason. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Automatic 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Throwing on second down. Williams. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be brought down.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. One more time with Johnson. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll try to run, and it's Johnson. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up fourth and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up fourth down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Edwards.
So when you talk about cover 2, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those 2 safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover 2, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Another run here, another run by Swift. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the first down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. To the air on third down is McCarthy. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A tight end in motion now. A run. And here's Mason. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He's going to have a Vikings first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Automatic first down.
Now McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he will score. Game on. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Vikings. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He'll swing this out to Swift. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Williams. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Swift. The Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll run with Swift. Powering forward. He's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. And he will score. Rondale Moore. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will cut it to a 2-point lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. On the give, here's Swift. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he's going to pick it up. He'll take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.